Hey guys, it's JohnyTechReview. It's been a while since I reviewed a pair of headphones. I haven't really found anything interesting for me to repair or in a good price range. And recently I finally found a pair that is pretty nice, and these are the Phaz P2. They also make a P3 version, which is a wireless version, but I'm reviewing the P2 version here. Disclaimer, this was sent to me to review. A company asked me to have an honest review and see what I think about quality of these headphones, because I've been reviewing a lot of them, and they saw my YouTube, so they wanted me to check it out. The unboxing experience was pretty nice. The box was really well made and has a really cool, nice silicone handle. And beside the user manual, this is pretty much everything that comes in the package. You have just a nice little carrying case. It's made out just kind of like a foam, fabric material. It's soft. It's not a hard carrying case. You have the headphone themselves, which can also be folded up just like this when you retract them properly. Just like that, you can fold it up. You have this 3.5mm audio cable here that come with a control here, playback control. You have multi-function in the middle, and then volume up and down or track changing. I tested this on iOS and it works well. And then finally you have another USB cable that's for charging the unit, which is inside this guy here. So it has this nice carbon fiber accent all the way on the outside here, and you have your Phaz logo right here and more carbon fiber accent down. So the unit is made out of pretty much metal and plastic. You can feel that the band is made out of metal, but it's wrapped in this plastic. It's a soft touch plastic and feel pretty nice. Up top here you have again the Phaz logo, and the little rubber here is actually decent for supporting the headphone on your head, and I didn't feel any fatigue wearing this pair of headphones. Here's the pad. The pads are replaceable. They have them on their website, I think for like $29, something like that. You can have different colors, but it comes with this stock one right here. It's not real leather. It's kind of like I guess false leather. It's perforated and it's pretty breathable. Usually wearing leather headphone, my ear gets pretty hot after about an hour, so I usually have to remove them. But this actually does a pretty decent job, and as you can see how big they are, fitting my ears pretty well. The metal bands are foldable, but of course you have to be in this small form. You can extend it of course, but you have to be in this small form if you want to fold it up just like that for storage. The band open up to various different settings here. As you can see, I usually use them toward the the big end because I have pretty big head. At the bottom of the unit we have a few different functions here. As you can see over here, you have the B for basically bass boost, and then here is the charging port, as you can see right now. Here's the in for the 3.5mm cable that you can plug to your mobile device or phone. And then on the left side here you have the power button along with a charging port and another 3.5mm out. This one is called share, because you can actually use this headphone and plug another headphone to here and share your music, which is pretty cool. You can use this port here to charge your phone while you're listening, so you can run a cable from here to your phone, and then you can run another cable from here to your phone. So I tried this with my iPhone and I was able to charge using a lightning cable plug straight into here with no problem. Of course, it only have a 1200mAh battery, so don't expect a lot of charge for your phone, but yeah, it's there just in case of emergency uses. Next, let's talk about the sound quality of these pair of headphones. I've been using a lot of different pair of headphones, and a lot of time I don't even review them because for one reason or another the sound quality is not good enough, or I'm just don't feel like reviewing them because there's so many reviews on them already. And these are definitely unique, and when I was asked to review these, I was kind of intrigued by the way they're designed. They said they can charge your phone, and I was wondering how much battery that would have. Turned out not a lot, but other than that, the headphone actually attracted me with the design, and it sounds pretty good. For the sound quality, you can expect pretty nice lower bass. The bass are pretty impactful even in the passive mode where you haven't turned it on yet. Basically use the headphone with no power, and when you turn it on you get the extra amplifier. But anyway, the mid are a little bit slightly emphasized, and the vocals seem to be a little bit forward, while the highs on these are clean and extremely crispy. And I really like listening to dance music, especially EDM, hip-hop, this kind of music. They sound really good on these pair of headphones. Even genre like pop, vocal jazz, and top 40 sounds pretty good. And rock music and jam band in particularly sounds pretty awesome on these. I listen to a lot of Fish and a lot of other jam band. When the pianos and the saxophone come out, they sound really amazing on these. I was really surprised on how good these sound. Of course, these headphones are not really designed to be monitor or reference, so by no means. They definitely have a little bit of emphasis, especially on the low, but there's a little bit of emphasis on the mid and the highs also. When you power this on by just holding this power button, this light will come on blue here, and that basically activate a internal amplifier. And what that does is kind of give the whole sound range a little boost. So you can expect a little bit better sound in general, and it's actually a little bit louder too. And with that, you can also press B here to turn on the bass boost. And when you bass boost here, it actually gives like a nice little bass boost, but to me it's a little bit muddy when I'm listening to it, so I didn't really use it as much. But other who want a lot of bass, you can enable this button here, and it kind of give you an extra bass boost right out. When turning on this amplifier here, the headphone goes from just a typical headphone to a very lively pair of headphone, and it sounds like you're listening to music in a club, which is kind of cool. Next, I want to talk about the sound leak on these pair of headphones. They look like a closed pair of headphones, but when these pads being kind of perforated and breathable, they actually leak a decent amount of sound. So I have a friend sit about 3 feet away from me, and he was able to hear my music quite well. And when I cranked the volume up, he was able to make out the lyric of the song I was listening to. So definitely, if you're looking for a private pair of headphones to listen to, these are not it. They definitely leak a little bit of sound, so keep that in mind. The sound leak actually have one advantage, and that is it provides this pair of headphones a decent nice soundstage. The soundstage on this are more expensive than I would originally thought for a pair of closed back headphones just like this, but of course they actually has a decent amount of instrument separation, and you can actually hear the different instrument come from various different part of your head. Of course you cannot compare this to something like an HD650 that I have, but definitely it actually has more soundstage than something like my Audio-Technica M50. And definitely speaking of the M50, I think this is pretty much on par with that headphone being a little bit more clear and precise in every aspect, but this is more lively and more fun. So that kind of gives you an idea of the difference between these two headphones. Overall, I was quite impressed on the sound quality of these. Previously, I listened to one of my friend Oppo PM3, and those were quite impressive for a closed back pair of headphones. But being $400, these are about half the price, and they sound almost as good. I still think the PM3 has a lot more to offer. Definitely a better premium build than these, and the leather pad on those are a lot better than these also, including you have some smartphone control functionality also that this guys doesn't have. But yeah, this is half the price, and the sound quality was actually quite good, and I was impressed with it. So guys, that's pretty much conclude my quick review. I found that these headphones are pretty impressive for their price. I think they are pretty well priced. For around $200 you can probably get them a little bit cheaper online, depending on various different discounts, but I think for the price they are performing quite well. So guys, that's pretty much conclude my quick review of these Phaz P2 headphones. I hope it helped you in your purchase decision, and if you have any question, just let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.